even after the international break, all our problems are. My verdict is that that manager is not a top quality manager.
Hey, everybody welcome. Everybody to the fan page.
Jürgen Klopp. La. Can you go in the party? Jürgen Klopp. La. Jürgen Klopp. La. Oh, you manager. Yasemba yokubanga amanyi omupiira ku Liverpool. Ekiwedde. Big up to Jürgen Klopp wherever you are. You are the champion of England 2 times. I am so sorry I disrespected you. The football you played last season was the best football I've ever seen by an English manager. Jürgen Klopp omanyi omupiira. Ekikopo kya wawangula last year sikirabanga konze. Wakuba buli gwali okola ki? Osanga.
Kakati babaletera omufere. Alo bamudyewo ono.
Sikirabanga kukiri kye nalabyeko.
La season eno nenzija wano abampita omulalu. Ngamba abantu Liverpool eno temulaba. Mujiwanikira bwerere. Tegenda kukola bintu byina kukola.
Ani ajiwanika?
Nengo omwe yali awana Isaac era.
Isa.
We have receipts.
Isa buli muwagizi wa mpira kimanyi Isa potential ya.
He will come through it.
But I told you earlier, Liverpool aguza abazanyi abachusa style of play nayo nagenda kudda ko 0.
It can't all work. It can't work at once.
Arne Slot is out of his depth.
And he made a very funny statement. He said that Liverpool will be top of the league if they never used to allow headed goals in football.
I feel like.
Don't you think the man is going to run mad?
Zendo was ayagala distracting media. I think that's actually genius. Ayagala distracting media so that we don't talk about how bad his team is. We talk about what stupid thing he said.
So, like, you think Liverpool's problems right now are the manager's tactics?
For me, number one, Arne Slot can't handle pressure. So, there's one thing to have the league that we were talking about of last season. Ngobadde otambula nga oyina points mwenda almost from game over 11 there. You have a 9-point gap. So you have too much room okubanga osobola okola ensobi okola these draws. But when you know you're 3-4 points ahead, like you were a few months ago, of last month to be specific, ogenda okizula nti Pep taina injury kati pressure tani kupayiringa. Chelsea agobe mpira joleta subira agobe. Arsenal tata conceding. That alone, I think, has started to expose.
Because his opponents are in the right.
They're doing well.
They're doing well.
Yes. Last year, he got away with a lot. But Arne Slot is not the only problem. But I think he's the biggest problem. Because when you have the talent that you have at your exposure, there are things you're supposed to begin with no gamba. And you see, one will have Pep your team seen Jalina. Nadala midfield. But the manager realized that the team I have is not good enough. What do I do?
To do these things.
Haaland genda tusimule mipira jaffe jachi counter attack. Who has ever seen Pep come to Emirates and sit back the way he did? But he realized that now Arsenal is doing better than me. Which certain phases. So kati ekyo kyokanze ntunya Arne Slot nengamba nego tokiraba. When you go back to Jürgen Klopp, the one we were praising a few minutes ago, Jürgen Klopp yakwata team eyo ngaina injuries nyingi nyo mujijukira. A Liverpool fan must know this. The Phillips banya bali mu defense. They sent you all the way to a top 4. No, I think Europa League or something.
They were 6.
We finished 5th.
The time Van Dijk was out for a whole season, isn't it?
No, that wasn't the time. The time Van Dijk we alwalira, we made it in the Champions League. Alisson Becker we atebera. Yeah, that one. But this other one we had like an injury crisis. Netuangula gondi Carabao Cup with the kids we talk about Chelsea.
Yes. So kati ekyo kyokka kye kindaga nti the manager he has had an international break. All of us thought after this international break, Liverpool agenda kubeterezamu. I even was scared to say Man U would win. But even after the international break, all our problems are. My verdict is that that manager is not a top quality manager.
No. That's the issue is Wembanga, because now if I talk about yesterday's game alone tegenda kujawo ekifananyi ekituufu.
Tejja kijjayo.
Yes. Nenga okay, the truth is we are in a losing what? We're in a losing streak. We have lost 4 games in a row. Nenga Wembanga ntudde wano nenkugamba the game that we actually lost and we deservingly lost gompira gwa Crystal Palace. They played us yankuba era natula kumpira. I think maybe in like the first 30 minutes if it wasn't for Alisson Becker being the keeper he is
really good.
would have considered like 4 just within the first 30 minutes. And then netuka kugundi against Galatasaray. I think over maybe experimenting and stuff. Nenga okay, like there's also a reason behind that. Kuba yatugamba last season era it was obvious, everyone could see. Last season I think from Feb like our players were tired, like nga bali exhausted because he had overused the team.
The squad was depleted.
Yes. But this season nagambo manyichi like if he gets like room waba so okumuza abantu so that tusigalenga we are consistent. So that was understandable. That was understandable, the team, not the loss. The team that is set up and the experiments and stuff. And then kumpira gwa Chelsea, we lost, but that was a game that could have gone either way. Because the last 50 minutes of the game, I think you could sing.
You could have scored.
Yes, we attacked, they attacked.
But Chelsea could have scored as well.
Exactly, yes. It could have gone either way. And they won, yes. So it's taken.
But doesn't that speak to the fact of saying Arne Slot is out of his depth? Yeah, because sorry, bw'otunuulira ensonga y'omupiira guno ogwa Chelsea ogwo nagulaba emirundi ng'esatu.
Yeah.
Omupiira gwa Chelsea ogwo kituufu. Do you want to, as a manager, do you want to be in a position of saying every game could have gone either way?
No.
You want to be in a position where you're saying you're not my league.
But
let us have that back and forth.
But now I was actually going to reach there. Kati ebizibu byetulaba sawa zino that Liverpool is facing. These are the problems that wabanga ovudde ku ekiri nti last season we won the league. But these are things that maybe we could have expected. Because now like the team that we have right now, in the back 5, ready to choose like two crucial what positions. A new left back, the right back Gwetuina is also supposed to be new. Nakulwa kubanga like a lot of changes. Exactly. Kat Sobosla yali mukusamba. Bradley Andisambewo, he didn't start the season because of his injuries. And then Katsawa is not taliku form. And Sobosla has been our best player. He's very good at the right back position, no midfield. So like at the back 4, to choose is like abantu babiri. And then what the midfield last season our midfield. Exactly. Yeah, true. And then what the midfield last season I think our best players were like the team was very reliant on the midfield. They were playing with a lot of swag. That they could contain pressure and were actually controlling games. No longer the teams were attacking us. You would sit down, no very confident. Liverpool is having a 2-goal lead. There is no way a team is going to do what to come back.
Do you reckon that last season you were willing to give a lot of possession than you're doing now?
True. We had a lot of contra in games. Like contrast City okubira no mpira. But you can exactly
there's no effect.
Like you can choose the right positions, the right areas just so closing up. And then the attacking team no banga by no mpira they're not reaching what like the central positions. They were so batevira much.
What's your verdict on Arne Slot?
I think Arne Slot akapapula akaliko notiza kuloko wekabula kugenda kumulya. Arne Slot is not a top manager just because yajjanga team endala ziri mukukawa maziga na bakali. He's not a pepish manager. Arne Slot is the Diego Simeone, the modern Diego Simeone, is going to do all that.
I feel like he's more like Pochettino.
Like
I think Arne Slot.
If it was known for the injuries of the two teams, Arsenal and Man City, Arne Slot was definitely finishing third.
Now this season ngetandika Liverpool after okuteka mu additions okisoka mu makati Florian Wirtz is a dummy defensive tagenda kuyamba nakamu.
But you need your number 10 to be defending.
I understand. This is the Premier League.
Those are the two.
This is the Premier League. Olabanga Odegaard they are falling the back.
Oh, your Odegaard just go to
number mukaga. Yes, he falls back na agununa. Agunonera mu number mukaga.
Maybe not as deep as Odegaard.
Now Liverpool okuva story no yatandika. Nempira je bawangula before eno losing streak je baliko. They were just outscoring their opponent.
They could have gone either way.
Yali outscoring their opponents. Manga fe tuli last minute winner.
Mentality monsters.
Nkubye 4-3, nkubye
3-2.
Hata even Klopp yatandikira by the way.
The team has failed to control games, to control the tempo of the game.
Me, I personally want to say, and I will send it again to the Liverpool fan. I could podcast later. The Arne Slot is out of his depth, honestly speaking, because Hussein dozo akunga manti omusajja akedere ero because my friend abantu linda wakatono abantu basobola okuwa million 5 kati nanange bazimpadde nozikozesa bulungi okusinganza okitegera simply because you had a layout of what you needed before I came through with my own layout. Ka layout yange yinza okutuuka nga ate rate when you look at 500 million me onabadde agamba every football fan rates Isak. Isak is a top striker for a given system. Now everybody is forgetting Isak was playing for a counter-attack team.
True.
Liverpool is going to have the ball most of the time against all opponents. Okujako the big teams. Man U yakulekedde mpira Joe. Chelsea wanajja ku Anfield. You're going to have the ball.
Kati awengendo kugambira nti that's actually why I would say what we're facing right now okay, like you don't expect a team that has spent 400 M to be going through it but wetubanga to jeko like the price, the amount spent and all that any team that has like 5 new additions in the starting lineup gabona wagenda tandika, they're going to go through what? Through a transition. They're going to go through suffering, and that's what we're doing. What we're facing right now for like the past 9 years tetubangako for the past 9 years tetubangako with a recognized number 10 Ubanga Ojeko after Coutinho leaving in 2017 we have never had like
but
number 10.
But that was the intention of jogging.
Exactly. No, like that's like I want like I'm trying to bring out like the point tetubanga kone number 10 and then the strikers that we have always had ever since that time because we had the number 9 Benteke Bichichi and then he couldn't fit the system but he was an orthodox 9 like a center forward avera box so chega and then netfuna Firmino who is a false 9 kati ever since that time 9 years solid of Jurgen Klopp and then plus the 10th year last year when we didn't have a recognized when we didn't have like a box presence
from last season.
Last season.
No, from last season, didn't you realize that there's the difference between the two managers in terms of style?
Like this is last season, like Omsaja Weyaja, he nagamba, you know what? I'm not going to change a lot. I'm going to use what's here.
Been working.
Yes, and it worked perfectly. Nenga for him, yenga ye okuva mu Feyenoord where he was using the Mexican striker. Nga he uses an orthodox 9. Wachegera kati the whole team, the whole Liverpool team. We're not used to using a number 10. We're not used to having a number 9 who is like a proper box. Yes, a box presence. So kati Mohamed Salah being off form in Egypt he's still like giving out the numbers. Nenga he has to adapt to what? To the number 9 that he has. He has to adapt to the number 10 that he has.
Is it wise for Arne Slot to make Salah touchline winger for now, given his age, first of all, because now I think Salah's performances are directly because of how Arne Slot is playing right now. It has practically affected the whole team, even the two midfielders, the way you see the way they are playing. So
when you raise the
so isn't it fair enough? Anyway, every manager knows how they want to play. Isn't it fair for right now, because you can't integrate the whole team at once, but you know that Mohamed Salah is your most important player. Obviously, what is like 150 million? Why? How come you try making Mohamed Salah more happier? Because you know what he can give.
For the short term, it's not for like the short term. It's not to our advantage. Nenga, we all know after this season, Salah asigaza one season, and he's not going to renew. He's making 30 for this season. So, and Salah, you can't replace Salah, but what you can do, you can replace his contributions. Salah is someone who creates a lot. Last season he had 19 assists. He's almost making 100 assists in the Premier League. So you can do what? You can replace you can replace his attributes. Nogamba kati, the creativity that Salah was giving us. I'm not going to get a winger who is very creative and can score plenty goals. So let me get all that creativity, the goals. Let me get a goal scorer who can score.
You've gotten that
exactly. In the past 3 seasons rather in the league, Isaac, even with the injuries, he has been scoring a minimum of 20 goals each year. Past 3 seasons,
no,
yes.
he hasn't. But the first season he scored 10 goals.
No, like scoring 20.
I would say the average is 15.
Yes, no. In the past 3.
This season he scored 23. Last season he scored, no, this season I mean last
season,
yes. The season before that he scored about 19.
It's only 20.
Then 19 or 20. Then the first one he scored only 10 goals.
In the Premier League, yes. Then I think maybe because
but as you know, I wouldn't want to raise it as an issue. Just for specific numbers. But you're still right. He's a top striker.
Yes.
For me, I want to ask you a direct question. Is Arne Slot the man for the job to keep Liverpool competing at the top end of the Champions League and Premier League?
He is the right man.
Turula mukamera abantu bagambe Arne Slot ye manager omutuufu.
Arne Slot is the right manager for this job.
He's just having a setback,
he's just
Arne Slot is the manager for Liverpool to keep them up there.
I don't think it's enough watch your manager omulungi.
It's about you have to get your shit together.
Abanange tufunye moyo fe tumutugenda bako watu batte. Fena Pep Barcelona ina Pep tugitera ngajita. I think those managers will go ahead.
I think the manager bachali naye mbozi sagala jigeno.
Popular nnyo.
Mikel Arteta is a generational manager.
Bagenda okujja ku team nga team ready ina agenda zaabwe. These teams no longer want these managers who apply agenda zaabwe ku team.
By the way, right now teams use
not the man for the job. Answer the question.
I think because Liverpool of course tetujibanja bingi n'abawagizi bati bajibanja bingi. Nete chikopo ne batande chiwangudde. Tebandi bade nabuzi. Twango abawagizi bali bafuluma abakuyenda bayo.
Okubiyemu awo.
Onomya yazewano. Omubuza is not a problem to Liverpool. Guy ali confident agamba Arne Slot is a good coach.
For the next 9 years.
Asana wanko empire esatu waliwo atagamba atata ausina ojawa n'ogamba atata musiru.
For one reason or
another. Yes, now what I mean is abawagizi ba Liverpool tebabanja nnyo bako ngera bomulaba bakate tebaluma nnyo nanga fe. Jurgen Klopp yagenda okujja mu league era va mu Dortmund yali awangula ki.
Yali awangula back-to-back leagues against Bayern, back-to-back leagues.
Ajja ku Liverpool, they are used to mediocrity.
They had it one in 19.
They have not been great, that's the truth. Over the years.
By Brendan Rodgers, they are quiet.
Being second.
Now,
quiet.
Now,
what I'm trying to tell you is,